welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Yeah, where we need ya.
Hey Columbia Tigers, we are so excited to have you come back to school next week, and we've missed you, and we just can't wait to see all of your smiling faces as you come back and see your teachers and start to learn again.
It has been way too long, and we are so excited. We're pumped. We've been here for a long time getting everything ready. So Mr. Thompson has some things he wants to share. I'm going to ask him a few things. Mr. Thompson, can you tell me anything about this A-B schedule?
There have been a lot of questions about what does the A-B schedule mean, and so we have our students divided up into two groups. Cohort A, which will be coming to school face-to-face on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and our Cohort B will be coming on Wednesdays and Fridays. So what about those other 3 days? Well, you'll be at home learning remotely. Our teachers will be working with you when you're here face-to-face and really helping set up what your time at home is going to look like learning.
So what I heard Mr. Thompson say was nobody comes to school on Mondays, is that right?
Well, on Mondays, that is right. We do not have students in the building on Mondays for school, although we will have food service options that will be sent out in an update at a later time as to how that will work. But you're right, everyone will be learning from home on Mondays.
Yeah, so that means you can't stay home and play with video games the whole time. You need to be doing your work, all your assignments. No goofing off. I trust you guys.
It's not necessarily just days off when you're at home. We wish that we could have you back in here 5 days a week right now.
Yes.
And at some point we'll hopefully have you back, but for right now this is what we need to do to make sure that we are keeping everyone safe, and you know, there's good things that are going to come out of this. You're going to have an opportunity to have smaller class sizes and to be able to have even more attention from your teachers and those who are going to be helping you.
I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. All right, so, hey Mr. Thompson, we have Cohort A and Cohort B, right? So if I am in B and I don't start till Wednesday, what do I do on Tuesday? Do I sit at home and read a book, or what do I do?
Well, great question. First of all, reading a book would be awesome.
It would.
Let's have you read at home. But if you are Cohort B and your first day of school in person is on Wednesday, then on Tuesday we do not have an expectation for you as far as having schoolwork. Your first day of school is on Wednesday. Likewise, if you're on Tuesday, the first day you're at home on Wednesday, we do not necessarily have expectations for you to be having classwork to do then. Starting on Thursday, that will officially kick off our hybrid schedule, where if you're at home, you will be doing work, and if you're at school, then you'll be back and you'll find out what you're going to be doing on Friday when you're home.
Okay, so are the parents supposed to come here and pick up packets?
So our teachers will be sending home the work with your students at the end of each school day. Now, early on, there'll be a lot more paper pencil types of things, but as we begin to distribute Chromebooks, as we start, we want to spend the first part getting your students prepared for Google Classroom and other platforms that our kids are going to be using from home. As they become more and more comfortable with that, within a week or two, our teachers are going to begin to send those Chromebooks home. Those Chromebooks are going to stay at home with the kids until we tell them to bring them back if our hybrid schedule would change in the future. We will have other Chromebooks here to be able to help with the online piece while they're at school.
Great. All right, did we talk about whether Mr. Thompson, did we talk about whether they need Chromebooks to go buy Chromebooks themselves? Did we talk about that?
You do not need to go buy a Chromebook or a laptop. If you have a device at home that you feel like is a better space for your kids to use, then that's something that may end up being something you decide to do. But each of our students will be taking home a Chromebook. We thought about whether or not to bring that back and forth to school each day, and we, at this point, are going to ask that students, when they take them home, that they stay at home, and we will tell you when we need those to come back to us. So no, you do not need to go buy your own Chromebook.
Great, that's one of my questions. All right, open house. We normally have an open house where everybody gets to come and meet their teacher. What are we doing?
We are really sad about the fact that we're not going to be able to see you before the first day of school. And for some of you, you really look forward to that time to be able to meet your teachers and to be able to put your supplies away and just get yourself ready. And unfortunately, we're not able to do that this year. We do want you to know that just because we canceled that does not mean that we don't feel like the school is safe for your kids. We're making it safe for your kids to come. We're just trying to avoid having a large group gathering at one time. And so we do not have open house this year, but when your kids come in, we're going to be spending those first couple days they're here really getting them prepped for what the school year is going to look like.
So that's why we're doing a video. This is our open house to you guys.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mr. Thompson, I know that many people are calling me and they're asking me about the teachers' assignments. And that's because we typically send them out in the gray card, and we didn't do that this year. So some people are kind of panicked that they don't have a teacher and they want to know who it is. How do they find out?
Yeah, so we just sent out letters that are going home to you to be able to talk about which cohort you're in and which classroom teacher you have been assigned to for your homeroom. So you should be getting them on Saturday or Monday at the latest. But if you haven't gotten it by Monday, please make sure that you call the school.
Call me. I like talking to you guys. I'll try to answer. It's been busy. All right, so Mr. Thompson, we've got some changes, right? There's some rules that we have to do that we don't really like, but I think they're fashion statements, and I think I look beautiful with them. So, Mr. Thompson, can you explain a little bit about our beautiful fashion?
Yes, so I will take this off. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But one thing that we will have this year that is new for sure is we need everyone to make sure that they bring a mask with them each and every day to school. Our teachers, you will be wearing those as well, and we'll make sure that you are distanced enough as we're going through the day, but we want to make sure that we are doing our part to keep each other safe, in addition to other things that we'll have, like hand sanitizing stations, keeping distance in our classroom spaces, and other things to help everyone to be able to have a great time here, but do it in a safe way.
Okay, and the really cool thing I like, we get these lanyards. They're awesome. I hook my mask to it, so you guys get to do the same thing. We get to wear them so that when I'm not using it, it just lays here and I'm not gonna lose it because I'm getting old. I lose things, so I don't want you guys to lose them either. So you're gonna use the lanyards, and that will be pretty cool. All right, I think we've heard about the mask and the water bottles, correct?
We've not talked about the water bottles.
Oh gosh, we gotta hear.
Yeah,
Let's
so
hear it.
would like for everybody to bring a water bottle back and forth to school each day so you can wash it out at home. So you'll take your mask and your water bottle back and forth each day so that you come back with a clean mask and a clean water bottle. But we are gonna have bottle filling stations where our drinking fountains are, so we will not be using the regular part of the drinking fountain, the bubbler, but we will have bottle filling stations for you to be able to fill those up and have those with you in class each day.
Cool, awesome, that makes me really happy. Okay, we got another really, really exciting thing about pickups. So I want Mr. Thompson, tell them about our really cool thing.
So I'm really, really excited about this, that for the last several years, we've talked about how we wanted to improve our drop-off and pickup process, and we've been doing that the last couple years. But we are very, very thankful for the City of Mount Vernon to allow us to have access onto our grounds from Pittsburgh Avenue. So Pittsburgh Avenue is right off of Columbus Road and also extends to Harcourt Road. So you can come from either direction, and it comes onto our playground, and we have a nice new drive that you will come on and you'll loop through. And Mrs. Miller and our team put together another video that you will be able to see how that works. So I encourage you to look.
pickup tag.
I'm sorry, what I need you to do is, I would love to give your child to you, but I need you to pull over and I need you to go into the office with your driver's license so that the office can verify that you're here to pick up your child.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What about pickup? What about if somebody's not picking them up with a car? What do we need to do?
So if you're not picking them up with a car, your child may be riding the bus, and we've got a different process for our bus riders. They'll be exiting on the opposite side of the building, so we've got them spaced out differently than those who are getting picked up from you in a vehicle. If you are coming to walk up to the building, we would ask that you park in the church parking lot or in front of the building if there is, on Columbus Road, if there is room to do that. Be very careful as you're walking on the sidewalks and look for traffic. But as you are coming up to the building, we would ask that everyone have a mask on and wait outside the building as you're coming for pickup and distance yourself 6 feet. And we will be able to do kind of like what we did last year, where you'll have a tag and we'll have the same number tag with your child, and we will safely get them out to you.
Those tags you won't have the first day of school. I'm sorry about that. No way to get them to you. So the first day of school, make sure you have your photo ID. And if we don't know you, I'm not going to be able to let that child go with you unless you have that photo ID. So make sure you do that. And then check your kid's backpack in the folder, because those pickup tags should be going home that day, the very first day of school. And then from then on, you have to have it. I have to have that tag or I can't let you have your babies. And I love them, but I think they'd rather go home with you. Okay, so we talked about those things.
Let me say one more thing about the drop-off. Drop-off is between 8:45 and 9 o'clock. So we have a 15-minute window there. I would encourage you to probably get them here by 8:55. That way we're not pushing it for your kids. Give them space and time to be able to get their breakfast if they choose to get breakfast, and be able to get to their classroom and not have them be rushed. The way they start their morning kind of sets the tone for their day. So we want to make sure that they have plenty of time. But when you get here in the morning, something different than last year, you are going to keep your kid in their car. No need to send them up to the building. Leave them in the car, and we are coming out at 8:45. We have a team of teachers who will be coming out and being able to help assist get your children safely into the building, and we're going to be entering through our gym doors on the side. If you are walking your child up, you can walk them up to the front door. We'll have a staff member that's there. We love to have parents be able to come into our building, but we are trying to minimize the amount of people coming in and out of our building in this current environment. So we'll have a staff member who will be there to be able to take your child safely into the building. And also, if you have any questions that you would like to ask or tell the office staff, we'll have that staff member there to be able to answer those.
All right, Mr. Thompson, so we've gone through some of the really important things, and I got a way to communicate with you guys. I think that's really important as parents. I always wanted to know about what was going on. So how do they find out?
So in years past, you have signed up for Knox Alerts, which is our district way of being able to alert you. To start the year, in the first couple weeks of school, we are still using the Knox Alert system to do that, and you can go and sign up for district information or by building, and we'll still use that at the beginning. But we're going to be transitioning to a program called Instant Connect. So I tell you that now, just so that when you get information at some point asking you to sign up for Instant Connect, and you'll get more information about this as that happens. I don't want you just to disregard that it will be what we're transitioning to get out information to you that way. Within our classrooms though, we have what's called Class Dojo. And that is our classroom management tool, and allows our teachers to be able to share things back and forth with you in a timely manner, and also in a creative way as well. Our kids love it, opportunity for them to be able to get rewarded for positive behavior, but also to be able to see how they're doing in class. We also have our building will utilize Class Dojo to be able to send out things to the whole building at one time. We also have look for our Facebook page and our Twitter our Twitter account as well, that we will have information for you.
You can check on the website too. We try to keep that updated. And you can check on each of the grade levels to see some of the things that are going on there. But with the dojo, what's really cool is you can download an app on your phone. And I know most of us have smartphones. Download that app, sign up for your child's dojo classroom. And that's a great way to find out immediately the things that are going on. Yeah. All right, Mr. Thompson. So it sounds to me like we might be inside all day protecting our kids. What do you think?
Over the summer, it seemed like every week, every month, it seemed like there was more and more coming out that parents were a little bit concerned that our kids would be in classrooms in the same room all day long and not get recess and specials and things like that. I want to let you know that we have worked really hard as a district to work with our local health department, Ohio Department of Health, and looking at CDC guidelines and the American Academy of Pediatrics and all those resources to try and make our school as safe as possible for your kids. With that being said, we also are finding ways, especially in this hybrid model where there's fewer kids in here at one time, where we can move our kids about in a safe manner with a limited amount of students to be able to get them so that they can have specials still, they can go out and they can have recess, and we're going to try to get them outside as much as we can for lunch by our pavilion. That is really, we're fortunate we have, and be able to have PE outside in our green space and other things like that. So yes, your kids will be in the classroom, but we are also finding ways to be able to get them outside as well.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that the nurse has a video that I want you to listen to, because that's going to tell you some really important things if your child is sick at school. There's some guidelines that we have to go by, but I want you to know we're going to love them and take care of them. What is very, very important is that every single one of you, everybody goes on Parent Portal and updates that emergency medical form. If your phone number changes anytime, don't just call me and tell me, though I want you to do that. I want you to go on Parent Portal and change that too. And most of you, a lot of you, I know sometimes forget your passwords and your logins. I have it. Call me and I will let you know, okay? So fill out your forms, fill out the district authorization form and the free and reduced lunch. So those are 3 forms you have to fill out before school comes. I really, really, really need you to do that, okay? And the free and reduced lunch, when you fill that out, make sure that you mark that little box that says that you can use all that information to waive fees, because otherwise I'm going to be sending you a letter and needing you to pay for the fees. Just so you know, the fees are $30 this year. There were many that last year when we ended up leaving school in March, you might not have had a chance or remembered to pay. So if yours are more than $30, most likely it's because last year's didn't get paid. So I'm going to be sending that home the first week or second week of school so that you'll know what that is. And you can just send a check in or pay for it on payforit.net. If you have questions, call me. Okay. All right, I know we've talked a lot about a lot of things, but I want you to know about our PTO. PTO, we have the most amazing PTO, and we have the most amazing members in PTO. They do so much to support our kids and to support our staff. We just love them to pieces, and we want you to know that we would love you to be a part of it. You don't have to commit to being every single day, every single month, nothing like that, but we would love for you to look into it and be a part of it. So if you're interested, I know you could ask Mr. Thompson, you could call me, and I can get you some information about it, but think about it. It really helps you stay involved with the kids.
I just want to thank our PTO. They've been so great to be able to support our students, our teachers, and just the whole building and the Columbia family. And especially during these times when we're trying to think of ways that we can get creative and help out as we get started for this year. Our PTO has really stepped up to be able to help us be able to provide some things that will make the transition for students that much better.
As I'm thinking about that, you have school supplies. That list was on the website. I'm assuming that you saw it. Mr. Thompson, we've had a lot of people donate some things here, school supplies. So if school supplies are a little hardship, I know it's been difficult during this last few months. If that's a hardship for you, please give me a call. I've got some school supplies. I'd be more than happy, and the people who donated it would love to be able to give it to the kids that might need it. So just give me a call or let your teacher know when you come in, maybe send a note saying you might need some of those things, and we will be happy to help out.
Yeah, something new this year with the class supplies. We will not necessarily have shared supplies this year.
Right.
And so you will be bringing in your supplies that you'll be using in your pencil boxes or caddies that they use in kindergarten to be able to have their own students' own supplies. I just want to say thank you to, there are a lot of different groups out there that have just donated a lot of supplies that we are able to then give over to clean first and then give over to the kids for them to be able to use this year. So we're very thankful for our community and all the support that we receive.
All right, Mr. Thompson, I think we have covered so many things, and I'm sure there's other questions you guys have, but you can call me anytime, and I will be more than happy to go through anything that you want. Do we have anything else we want to say?
I want to say thank you to our families and to our students for how understanding and flexible you have been this summer. We typically like to get things out earlier, if not even at the end of last school year. And as you can only imagine, there's so many things this year that were just different. But we're almost there. We're about ready for students to come back, and we are really, really excited to have them back.
And just because it's different does not mean it's going to be bad. It's going to be awesome because we have the best kids and families ever, and staff. So
right.
We are going to have a ball. A little different, but it's going to be awesome.
Thank you very much for all that you have done to support us.
Go Tigers! We'll see you in just a few days. Bye, guys.
Bye.